Hey everyone, watching this video, your boy DJ Cool Thing back again out in the garage. We're gonna do a little update on my practice controller, the Pioneer DJ DDJ 400 that I got brand new in 2021, March of 21, so it's a little way over 4 years old at the making of this video. So this controller has been with me for a long time now. I used it at 4th of July at the fireworks store because I didn't really need a big controller. Just bring a small controller. I used it at Sam's Corner. I did use it at Sam's Corner because I didn't really need a big, huge controller. And I didn't want my Newmark getting greasy from the grease from the grill. So I just brought a controller I didn't care much about. And I used that for, a good long time. And I was originally going to be using it for a 30th birthday party. I used it for kids camp back in 21. And I used it for a lot of weddings in 21. I started using this thing less and less starting in 2022, August of 22. I mean, I can't really think of all the gigs and I was actually going to use this controller at my 10-year high school reunion, which is why I bought the flight case, because I didn't want to use something that didn't have a flight case or anything. I would have to get a laptop stand and all this other stuff for just one night. So that's why I bought the flight case for. It was originally for the reunion to make the setup look nice and really go on use my main DJ setup, but that wasn't the case. So in 2022, I did use the Newmark. In 2022, I got the Newmark Mixstream Pro, and that was mainly for a lot of outdoor events where the computer is more likely to freeze up. And when I got the Rockville Rock booth in 2023, the Mixstream Pro became my main controller because of how much space it saves up on that little teeny tiny DJ booth. So this became my practice controller out here in the garage, and here we are now. And we just bought a brand new browse knob because it keeps popping off every time I'm out here doing a practice session. And yeah, this thing popped off and you gotta put it back on and this, that, and the other. So I don't know if it's the actual knob, which we're gonna test that theory out by June 9th. So by June 9th, we'll test out to see if it's actually the knob or the actual inside of the knob. Because I don't know exactly if it is the actual knob that pops off or the actual inside. If it's inside, yeah, if it's not the actual browse knob, then it must be, something that's going on the inside of the knob. And then we're screwed on that. I mean, this thing is a cheap controller in terms of its build quality. Yeah, they're not built the best. They're not built for longevity. So it's not meant to use long term. It's not meant to be used long term, just short term. But I don't know why Pioneer made these controllers so cheaply made. Yeah, as you can hear, it sounds hollow compared to the very high quality plastics on the Newmark Mixstream Pro. And I guess that's why my original decision after this thing broke was to use the Newmark Mixstream Pro out here, because it saves so much space. It's got a better build quality. I mean, it was just better overall. So I will do a video for you guys repairing this thing. We're gonna sit you guys like this, and we will show you guys the DJ 400 and getting the knob replaced. So I'm gonna be out here by June 9th for a little bit to get this thing replaced and set it back up on the DJ booth until we can get ourselves a laptop stand or a little laptop stand to raise it up high a bit, maybe over to the side, if we wanted to move it over to the side, so I can see the crowd, and then just look over here to look for a song, and I'm ready to go. And I will be using this thing with Rekordbox. I'm pretty much stuck with this thing because my mom says it costs money. Of course it does. They're not meant to last forever. I mean, I've only had it for a few, for 4 years. And it didn't last very long. So, yeah, the original intention for the 400 was to try out Rekordbox. I was thinking about getting the SP3, but, I mean, I guess that would have been the smart idea to get the SP3. But the 400, I guess I wanted to try another software, and that's Rekordbox. Even though I was a Serato user at the time with the SR2, I would have had to switch back, and I guess I guess it was a smart decision to get the 400, because the SP3 I would have had to switch to Serato Lite, or just pay for Serato Pro to use with the SR2 and the SP3, because the SP3 is a Serato based controller, and it has a paid upgrade to Serato Pro, and that would have cost me money. And to use that controller for free, I would have to go to Serato Lite, and that would have been 2 versions of Serato I would have had on my laptop at the time, which was in 2021 when I bought this thing. And what I liked about this one is that it came with Rekordbox, which is a full-fledged app I can use for free alongside my SR2 with Serato. At that time, I was also trying out some all-in-one softwares like DJ Pro by Algorithm and Virtual DJ, but those two failed to deliver a good experience, unlike Serato and Rekordbox at the time, because this was 21. And now I'm fully on Engine and Rekordbox, so I can use them evenly, using the new Mark for standalone, and for a laptop, the 400. So I'm actually going to get this thing fixed by June 9th. We're going to replace this thing. We're actually going to be keeping the old one on the controller, so I can put the old one in the box and just toss it out, that way. So I have a lot of huge memories with this 400, everything from kids camp to 4th of July to Sam's Corner to practicing to live streaming to practicing to just pretty much anything that I needed this controller for. And it lasted, this thing is lasting quite a while. But this thing, if the new knob fails to go on and stay on, I don't know what we're gonna do. But we'll see how the new knob compares to the old one. If the knob fails to go onto the controller, we might have to take it for repair to one of these music repair stores over by the office. If it fails to deliver, I might have to get it professionally repaired. If it doesn't happen, because the only thing is the browse knob keeps popping off. It actually did the same thing with my SR2 with either the browse or the crossfader, maybe the upfader. I'm not sure what else. on the SR2 broke in terms of knobs. I think it was the FX. I think it was the FX knob that popped off. But this one has a little bit better build quality than the SR2. But so far, so it must be either the knob, which we'll test out. Yeah, we'll test that theory out on by June 9th when we replace the knob with a new one. So out the old and in with the new. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this controller, I'm gonna place it onto the DJ booth, and we'll probably get a laptop shelf from Pioneer, because that thing is amazing. And we can actually put a deck saver, but you know, this thing is 4 years old. It doesn't need a deck saver. And plus it's already in the garage. And if this thing gets nasty and dirty, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, the 400 is returning to the practice booth once again. By June 9th, we're getting the browse knob replaced. And if the browse knob fails to stay on, the new one, we'll have to take it to the music store and get it professionally repaired. And yeah, I'll just tell them to repair the browse knob, and that's about it. Because this thing, it's a good practice controller. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Actually, see you guys on Monday for Time to Spin. Peace.